This is the eyesight in Gisborne, and you'll notice the stained glass of the sun. They say that Gisborne is the first place in the world to get the morning sunlight, although technically I read online it's actually an island, but hey, first place in New Zealand to get the morning sun. So hey, I am now in Napier and night number 1. I'm very excited, house sitting for my friend Sky, who's holding the camera and has lent me this beautiful dress and hat for me to go to the Art Deco festival, which was, well, it was actually canceled, but there's some small events, and so I am going with our friend Charlotta and to go and take a look at the Art Deco weekend events. Very excited, and thank you so much for the dress. I love it.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. So this is the modified Art Deco festival in Napier. Usually lots of dancing spilled over into the street, but smaller this year because of COVID. But great outfits on everybody, wow. Red flapper dress is awesome. Look at these outfits. Wow. And now we have the vintage cars. Kids, grown-ups, everybody's in a different decade. Oh, look. No shoes. Shoe strike. Love it. Yep. Another Maori legend, but this one's kind of sad.
Love you guys' outfits.
Yours too. This is Charlotta. You might remember her from when I was in Napier last time. She has an awesome bed and breakfast. And she's brought me out to the show tonight, so yay. I think the boots might not, maybe from a different decade. Oh, neat. Okay. Balconies out to the front in some of the rooms. Wow. Love it. This is a Heather-sized car. It's perfect. Here's a car. Wow. kindergarten. Gardens. Wow. Missed this
That's
last time.
awesome.
It's great, thank you. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What I love about returning to a city a second time is getting to make up for the things you missed the first time, like the Saturday morning market. So even though the Art Deco weekend was basically canceled, as you can see, still a lot going on. Oh my god, you're so cute! Hi! It's day 2 of the Art Deco Knot Festival in Napier, and for a knot festival, it's pretty festive. It's pretty awesome. You saw we've got a very shortened version of the parade, which apparently normally has 300 cars, but people are out in force, all dressed up, and I am borrowing some more decor from the era, having a great time.
This is a fine romance. A fine.
Here is the Art Deco Museum that I missed last time. Just outside of the city center is this wonderful street. Six Sisters Coffee House is where I had a flat white today, delicious, and lovely to just walk around here and right across from the beach.
Thanks, Lynn.
This time she saw a dog. Sit down. Sit me and she'll head off.
She would hit her arm out before. She was really enjoying it. She's just sweet.
This morning I am biking to Atea Arangi, the Maori star compass I didn't even know was here. This is one of the ways I love to travel. I meet people and they say, oh, did you go there? And I'm like, no, I never heard of it. So second time to Napier, I'm now doing this. Also, you may not know that I fell off my bike in Vietnam a couple years ago and have been pretty much unable to get on a bike ever since. I'm now using an e-bike, and because Napier is completely flat ground, I'm doing okay. I've biked 4 kilometers to get here. A little scary on some parts, but doing good. Everybody's so friendly in New Zealand. And here is the signpost pointing to where I'm going. A bit of explanation of Maori legend, and talks about using the sun rise and set as a navigator. And I love these legends. The sun's 2 lovers. And then we get to the star compass explanation, where the stars are used as a compass. And it explains all the quadrants and how they were used for navigation. This is the entrance to the star compass. And the other side of the entrance. Inside the star compass. Beautiful carvings. About another hour and a half bike ride vaguely in this direction is Cape Kidnappers. I think that may actually be it over there. This is Napier Port, another area I didn't see last time. On my way to Ahuriri, a district right next to Napier, to go to the dentist. Like this is the old custom house, and that's an iron pot apparently used for melting down strips of whale blubber, and whale apparently was used for lots of things. While in Ahuriri for a dentist appointment, why not stop off at the Urban Winery? That's what I thought, and I just did. I had a tasting, it was delicious. I've just come from drinking wine, and I'm sure my sense of everything is impaired, but there's something just really wild about seeing a parking lot and this big mural with sea creatures that just caught my eye. Very colorful, and not your average mural in a parking lot. Or maybe it is and I've just missed out around the world. I think there is a TV show called Coronation Street, and now I'm standing on it. So should I be waiting for an actor or for a crown? Very confusing. Looks like Ahuriri is a lovely portside town. There's not a lot to it, but it's got a beautiful view, nice boats, and a whole bunch of bars and restaurants that you can enjoy your time in looking out at the waterfront. I want to mention I have gotten here by the bike again. That is an e-bike, and it is a new experience for me here in New Zealand, the e-bikes. I actually thought they were, I didn't even know what they were. It took me a while to get used to they kind of take off if you rev them up, which was scary for me until I did that scooter, so good on me. This is Perfume Point, and apparently they just got these new rainbow chairs. If you watched my episode where I went to Tauranga Beach, or Tauranga Bay, and Cayo, you saw me get in one of these chairs. They're quite large. I'm doing a house sit for Luca. This is Luca. Hey Luca, say hi. You're on YouTube. Oh, you're not supposed to play with that. That is not for playing with. Luca, look! Look at the camera. Isn't that exciting? You're on YouTube. You're a star. You totally don't care at all. Okay. All right. Or do you care? I guess you just can't stand all the fame. It's all right. I'm now in the center of downtown, or CBD, Hastings. It was an easy bus ride. Bus number 12 from Hastings cost $2 with the B card to get here. I've just gone into the visitor center and learned that most of the interesting sights to see apparently are around Hastings, not in Hastings. But this is nice by the library. And there are a couple of art galleries, one being over there.
We're sorry about the dress. Enjoy your coffee. This is just a little show for you guys. I don't sing, it's just feel free to get whatever. Bro, come closer. Come
I hiked Temata Peak the first time I was in Napier, and now that I'm back, I'm actually doing it every week. And this is another beautiful, mysterious morning here. And I just took the path less traveled. So the group I'm with went a different way, and I decided since I had never come up this way, I would check it out. Highly recommend that in life. Take the path less traveled. I know someone made a quote about that. I should know that because I just saw it yesterday. Forget the author, but very true quote. I'm walking to Bluff Hill. I was here in December, but by car, and this time I'm staying on Bluff Hill, so I thought I'd walk there. Note, this is very easy to miss. It kind of looks like somebody's house gate. Only if you're paying attention, you'll see the sign, especially if you're coming from the other direction. You might easily miss it. So, but this is the entrance to the park and the walk where you can get to Bluff Hill. You'll have a lovely walk through a little park and then find yourself at the sign letting you know that this is the walkway to Bluff Hill. I know you won't be surprised to learn that it's quite a steep uphill walk to get up to Bluff Hill. Last time I was here, I came in a car. This time I've walked, and wow, you really miss out on a lot by taking the car to get here. Whew. Beautiful views, made sad only by the big logging industry. This is a higher up view of what I showed you the other day when I was in Ahuriri. And also today, we had an earthquake, an 8.1 magnitude earthquake, and we've got tsunami warnings. Although it looks like Napier is okay at the moment. Again, you totally miss out on this. Might not, actually the last time I was here with the car, I was by the parking lot, never even saw this walk, which gives this stunning view.
I'm looking after you all for around 4 hours. What we want to do before we go onto the beach is just a quick little bit of safety, and it's pretty simple. I don't want anybody to fall off. And the water side, big up.
Way up there. It's one of the smaller ones, so yeah, you can see the layers on the left are just a little bit low.
If you hadn't figured it out by now, I'm at Cape Kidnappers, hiking up to see the gannet colony here. That the sun is setting. It is a bit late in the day. It's actually almost 6 p.m. and quite late for a tour. That is because this tour is completely dependent on the tide, and low tide today started at 4 p.m. So I still kind of chuckle at the whole thing because I think, you know, the way the moon rise and set changes. Sorry, I'm just seeing a hill of bunnies. Okay, so the way the moon changes, you know, and the sun, the rising and the setting by a few minutes. The tide, in fact, is kind of by every couple weeks. It will be in the afternoon, low tide, or the morning. So it's not even minutes, it's hours. So still getting used to that. There was just a big earthquake here, and this is not the most reassuring sign to see right now. Bunnies on a hill. bonus for me. Yay! This tour is awesome. This is the Hastings Sunday Market. Wow. There's a little walkway in Havelock. If you come with a dog, you can go off lead, and a special garbage just for that. This reserve is very funny with its signs. How to know that you have reached the end of your walk. We don't know where this goes away to, but there you go. This is my house sit in Napier. It's a really cool, beautiful house. I'm really lucky to be here. So a couple of Napier updates. I just recently, a couple days ago, survived my first fairly big earthquake. It was, I'm sure a person that goes through earthquakes probably, actually most of the Kiwis I've met here were like, well, if you go, you go. There's not much you can do about it. They're pretty calm about it. Some people slept through it, but that was very freaky for me. My bed shook. It felt like a 3-minute experience. The bed shook. The windows were rattling. I got up and I noticed that I was going like this, and I realized that was because the house was swaying. So, woo! Anyway, that beautiful view, that is the ocean seen from Napier, and there was a tsunami alert. So I was checking out the water to see if it was coming, and thankfully it didn't. And I learned that I'm actually on the literal highest point in Napier, so had there been people evacuated, they would have been in this house with me. Anyway, I also wanted to give you a visa update. It looks like they auto-extended us, so I now have my 3rd visa extension, thank you to New Zealand, till the end of April, and it looks like I can also apply for a further visitor visa extension, which I may do. So looking into that, so that's some positive news. A beautiful morning for my last hike on Te Mata Peak for a while, as I'll be leaving Napier to head north. This is the charming town of North Havelock. Yeah. Wow. Havelock North. I said it backwards. It's Havelock North, but the right words, just in the reverse order. Wow, is that cute? Okay, transport on the beach, on the little river.
At Waipatiki Beach.
Woo! This is not the beach. Random fence of jandals, otherwise known as flip-flops, but here in New Zealand they're jandals. I'm not sure there's any matching pairs, sorry. Napier even has hot pools.
Hi.
Hi!
For the tour?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a TV show, and the teens in it actually redid this garden. I'm concluding my video in Napier here at this lovely house sit. And my stay in Napier, this was the second time I was here, and it was lovely because Napier is just a great place, but also I didn't realize how much there is to do here. So if you haven't seen my first video on Napier, then you can combine this one with that one to get an idea of just how much there is to do here. And it's gorgeous. I've now scooted to the other side of this house because it's gorgeous, the gardens, just a really overall lovely house sit that I have been really lucky to do. So you'll also probably notice that I have a new hat because it has been a while since I had a new hat in this video. And so this is from Napier, and what I liked is it's got like full coverage, which is great in this sun, not as great for worrying about the hat being blown off your head, and when it gets windy it kind of flops up, but it's a lovely summer hat, and it folds up and collapses in my bag, so very convenient. Napier is a really fun place. I've been here 3 weeks actually and never felt bored, so it is a lovely place. I was especially really happy with the Cape Kidnappers tour, that tractor tour I did. I had seen the Gannet colony in Auckland, so I thought it was a similar experience. As you saw, we were right next to the birds, so it was amazing. Highly recommend that tractor tour. It goes on the beach. Maybe not the day after an earthquake and tsunami warning, but still a really neat tour. And you'll learn also about the geology of the rocks, and you'll see the fault lines from the various earthquakes that have pushed those cliffs out of the water. So it's rather fascinating. So my next plan for me and my hats is to head a bit north and go into the Coromandel, which is one area of New Zealand I have not yet seen. I have some friends that are staying in Whitianga, so I'll be going there for a few days and then figuring it all out from there. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully you love Napier as much as I do. Please feel free to comment in the show notes about any questions you have about Napier, or just your impressions from this video of what you thought about it. And make sure to hit the like button, and if you're not already a subscriber, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. And you may also be interested in a couple of other playlists that I'm developing on how to afford full-time travel, what it's like to full-time travel, and how to quit your job to be able to travel full-time. And in addition, I now have a Facebook group called Full-Time Travelers and Nomads, so feel free to join there, where I post all kinds of stuff. And I also host a regular meeting on Clubhouse, if you are on Clubhouse, around affording full-time travel, and it's a great way for us to chat and catch up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye!